But I think everyone else is as well.
Let's have a look back at the highlights for today's race, and it was clear early on. I think when you look at this opening and you look at the first lap, and the one thing that Niels van der Putte, as you've said this season, he's learned how to win these races. He's so much more controlled, he's so much more patient than in the past, where you would just smash it early on and hope to hang on.
Exactly, went back in the group, tried to recover from that earlier effort and really sat back and looked around all the other riders, let them have a go. It was the Pauwels team playing the team tactics early on, with Michael van Turnhout allowing Gerben Kuipers to go ahead. A few different riders had to do the chasing, including Niels van der Putte, but it was Felipe Orts that closed down to Kuipers in the end and went straight up over the top.
It did indeed, and I think this was just a really fascinating race today, and that was when Michael van Turnhout went Victor van der Putte, that little bobble, and it shows there just that little left-hand turn there was so problematic today. Pauwels and Altez Industrial, they did everything they could in the team to do the team ride today, and ultimately van der Putte knew when it was time to go and try and get Michael van Turnhout back, and it just gave us an absolute thrill. This was a key moment as well, I think.
It was through here. He managed to close down. See, Michael van Turnhout just dropped a little bit low there, had to come up round that wooden stake, and Niels van der Putte was just taking a second here, a second there over the course of this last lap. And this was the moment in the sand. Michael van Turnhout into this left-hander, just has to check his speed mid-corner, then had to get on the pedals on the exit. Niels van der Putte closed down maybe 2 bike lengths through that one corner, then come up out of here, and it was Niels van der Putte up out of the saddle the entire way. As I said, locked onto the rear wheel of Michael van Turnhout, and he was not going to sit down until he reached the back wheel of the Pauwels rider.
Like a lion chasing down his prey in the home straight here. Niels van der Putte comes over the top. I mean, that sort of effort as well, Ian. Given how long this finishing straight is, that was a big turn.
It was. Michael van Turnhout had been flat out.
Van der Poel, and you look at other rider, Wout van Aert, and the way that they sprint. Niels van der Putte has got some incredible power as well. Thibaut Del Grosso is another exciting prospect. Our top 10 looks like this today. Niels van der Putte from Michael van Turnhout, Gerben Kuipers in Joran Verschuren, Felipe Orts, Ryan Kamp, Kevin Kuhn, Jente Mikkels, Victor van der Putte, great day out for him, and Jordi Corsus rounds out our top 10. They may have had a beer so far today, the Niels van der Putte fan club. Maybe just one.
Very much enjoying their day out at the cross.
So just, it's not many races to go before it will be holiday time. Great beer as well on the podium here today. There's your podium, Niels van der Putte, Michael van Turnhout and Gerben Kuipers. And one day to go tomorrow with Brussels. Should be a good day, Ian.